Yo, what's up everyone? Today I am going to be following on from my last video, which was talking about the state of Season 18, which you guys went absolutely crazy on. I appreciate all the likes and comments and different perspectives from all of you. It was really interesting to see what type of experiences people have had so far, so thank you so much for that. If you haven't seen it, make sure to click on the on-screen link or link in the description, or don't, it's up to you. But I'm going to be covering a few things about Season 18 that I briefly covered or forgot to talk about in the last video, and what I'm personally going to do to keep my sanity while playing Apex. It could maybe help you too, and I'm open to all suggestions. Psst. Also, if you love Apex, and also hate Apex, that is the perfect reason to subscribe to the channel. Or just subscribe anyway, because big number equals good. But without further ado, let us complain about Apex Legends. So by this point, we all know the SBMM for last season or so has been way more strict than before. But why does it not factor in solo queue versus 3 stacks? Obviously, if you're solo queue matchmaking and you're going up loads of 3 stacks of same or higher skill than you, that is completely unfair. Like, if they are willing to make the queue times dreadful, then why aren't they taking this into consideration? So not are you only being punished for improving at the game and then your lobby is becoming more difficult and your stats like going down, you're also punished for not playing with a whole team in pubs. And in my opinion, this is another win to no matchmaking, since that fixes this partially, and like overall it's going to be better. Since some games that will happen, some games it won't, and I think that is exactly how it should be. But since they are going down the route of shoving strict SBMM down our throats, then why not prioritize 3 stacks versus 3 stacks, and then solo queues versus solo queue? I don't get it. Alright, and this one, boys, this one is wild, okay? Pubs and ranked actually have the same matchmaking as each other. If you cross-reference multiple posts from the Respawn devs, it actually shows that even though they said it's not the same, they said somewhere else that instead of having different matchmaking per game mode, they are now using the same matchmaking for all game modes. Are Respawn devs smoking something? And it kind of all makes sense, right? Because in pubs, there's always been a hidden MMR system, right? Or as long as I've been playing the game, I started in like Season 10. And ranked, until Season 17, has been based off of visual rank, right? So not hidden MMR. But now, they both use hidden MMR, especially this last month, with pubs games getting sweatier, the queue times for pubs and ranked being longer, and people having really different experiences depending on their skill level in both game modes. They're using the same matchmaking in both of them. And, not to blow my own trumpet, but my stream title for like the last 4 streams has been ranked but without the points, and I couldn't have been more bang on the money. Another perfect example of like why this is flawed is I was watching Lyric. I'm sure you all of you know who Lyric is. He was playing Apex ranked and he had 2 teammates and they were all in silver, and it was final ring closing and there were 3 or 4 squads fighting in the final ring, and the game literally did not end until the final circle was pretty much fully closed, right? That is the kind of shit you see in like proper diamond to pred lobbies. And it's happening in silver. Except it's not happening in silver, because someone else's silver game is going to be way easier because they're bad, and every other person in that lobby is going to match their hidden MMR. And even though all these people have the silver rank displayed as their ranked icon, it's actually completely different lobbies. And silvers aren't actually fighting silvers. Which means the only thing your visual rank shows is how long it's going to take you to rank up. Because a cracked silver player's lobbies will be cracked, but a bad player's silver lobbies will be bad. How does this have any competitive integrity whatsoever? The ranked icon is literally so misleading because they represent nothing. When a ranked badge is meant to at least loosely resemble the skill of that player, right? And Respawn's idea of how to fix this is just by hiding the ranked icon in spectator mode. I don't think I need to tell you what that means. Almost all of the comments on the previous video have had a very similar experience to me this season. KD in PUBS has dropped considerably since last season, sweatier games, more 3 stacks, less variation in lobbies, longer queue times, and motivation to play the game has actually gone down the toilet. And is it just me, or does it feel like SBMM is now in mixtape as well? I felt on average my mixtape games have been way harder and queue times actually taking longer, which would further support that they did add SBMM, because pubs and ranked queue times have increased in time by, quite a lot. Whereas before, I'm pretty sure mixtape had no SBMM at all, because my matches would vary so much, and that felt a lot better to me. Alright viewers, the ball is in your court. I want to hear how it's been for you. Please let me know down in the comments. Anyway, that is the complaining over. I want to share a few things with you guys that I've been up to lately, since Apex is my main game still, and it's pretty much like the only game that I'm playing. And I am still in love with its core mechanics. It's just a massive shame that most aspects of the main game are much worse and less fun than they were before. So this is a little bit sad, but I reckon a lot of you actually do the exact same thing as me. But usually when I boot up Apex, I'll just hit up the firing range for like 20 or 30 minutes. Gotta have that nice slow warm up, right? And then up until recently, I just grind a lot of control, which is still fun, don't get me wrong. But you know what's even better? R5 Reloaded. And I want to keep improving at the game, but while PUBS and Ranked is arguably in its worst state in a long time or ever, I've just had the thought to grind modded Apex, And honestly, the concentration of gameplay you can get in R5 Reloaded is insane. Genuinely, if I'm playing R5R for like an hour, I'm most likely shooting my gun for about 45 to 50 minutes of that, whereas in normal Apex, you're lucky if you can even get 8 minutes of shooting in an hour. Talking about pubs here. It sort of feels like Apex, but on cocaine. Like honestly, if deep down you still really love Apex, but you're just hating the normal game modes at the moment, just try to find different ways to enjoy the game. 1v1s on R5 Reloaded, in the range with your friends, mixtape, things like that. But if none of those things are for you, then it might actually be time to just walk away from the game for a little bit. If it's feeling stale, have a break. Come back in like 2 or 3 weeks, and hopefully, fingers crossed, it will be better than it is right now. As for what content I'm gonna do, of course, I'm not gonna give up on getting more pubs content and highlights, but since I've been having a bit of a break from that right now, I thought it would be a great time to do more tutorial videos, peripheral videos, R5 Reloaded videos, and actually more videos like this, just giving my opinion and including other people's opinions about topics related to Apex or FPS gaming in general. I have potentially waffled for way too long in this video, but I really needed to talk about all of the stuff that I have here. But I'm, again, interested to know what you guys think, if you think my take is good or bad, or if you have a different one, or, what you guys are up to at the moment with the pubs and ranked epidemic. But yeah. If you enjoyed the video, please let me know. Let me know your thoughts, and like and subscribe. Peace.